always wear a cool headlamp for survival, but just for everyday life? Or would you rather have a dairy allergy? You're listening to Bug and Moss.
Survival for everyday life. Those two things feel the same. Good morning. Whoa. From underneath the Skittering studio. From underneath your favorite rock in the Skittering studios, it's the Bug and Moss morning telephone show. Coming at you late at 7:20 because Twitch is an evil company.
Is our vertical video just food hounds?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is happening, but it's like a disaster today. Oh my God.
It's a rough one. We're having a hard time.
My shit's fucked, man. Everything's broken. Twitch makes me log in every single morning when we try and stream, and then every single day it tells me to set up two-factor, and then it'll work. And then today it finally didn't work, and I did finally get to the bottom of it. Thank you to N Squared, and thank you to Bug for finding the two things that said the issues with like multiple linked phone numbers. Fun fact also, if you're ever having trouble with your Twitch account and your Twitch login, there are two separate places where you can add a phone number and they don't talk to each other. Oh. One of them is in two-factor authentication, and one of them is in just a phone number associated with your account. If you type in the phone number associated with your account part, it'll talk down to the 2FA and then actually become part of the authentication chain. But if you just add it to the 2FA directly, like I did, and didn't see the fucking first one, it'll fuck you up. You'll be in this weird state where it works half the time it doesn't, and sometimes it won't show you your stream key. Fucking A, man.
It's important to remember that everything you use has one fucking guy that runs all of the IT.
It feels like it. And like, two-factor is an important security thing. It is so annoying because when it doesn't work, boy, is it super annoying. And like when you don't have your phone, it's really annoying. It is unfortunately a very effective thing to help prevent account takeovers because requiring a whole secondary device thing, like
this
whatever.
This is super rare. You won't often hear me say this, but I think the only like company who's really done two-factor right is Microsoft.
Well, what? Their shit all talks to each other really conveniently.
And so they're also just password isn't really about what we're about. That's not really important. They're like, you're just going to need your two-factor. And I'm like, okay.
Google's doing this too, moving to like passkey type thing where you have, instead of you doing the 2FA, you have like an on-device token type thing. It's neat. It's neat. Whoa,
we're here.
Anyway, we're here. It's 7:22. The show is a little bit late, but that kind of makes sense for today and the vibe of this week. It's been a fucking rough week, y'all.
It's been a rough month. It's been tough out there.
I've got a funny story about how rough it's been.
Really?
Well, yeah, you were there for it, Bug. I mean, yesterday was a particularly bad day for a lot of reasons we won't get into because the show's not going to be a bummer show. But needless to say, I was having a hard time yesterday. And so I went outside and we took a walk over to the train tracks to try and clear our heads. And as we were walking down the road, I saw a perfect stalk of grass like you see in a cartoon, like a farmer would hold in their mouth. Long, had a perfect little tufty end and a couple bits of grass leaves sticking off part of the way down. So I was like, man, I'm having a bad day. What if I just pluck that beautiful piece of grass and carry it in my mouth like some kind of cartoon farmer?
It's pretty cute.
So I did, and we walked down to the tracks, and we walked back, and it was fun. And I had my little piece of grass, and I chewed on it, and I whipped it around in the air, and I tried to just have fun. When we get home, my throat starts itching. Think I'm actually allergic to whatever fucking kind of grass that was, because then the rest of the day, I paid for that small indulgence in my childhood fantasy as my throat started itching like crazy and I started hacking into the sink. There's also, you know how grass feels kind of sticky when you rub it one direction? Mm-hmm. There's like those little, tiny little barbs in it. A bunch of little bits of it just got stuck in my throat too. And so I was gargling salt water. I threw up. It was terrible.
Yeah, it was really bad.
So yeah, cool. That's Moss's very good, they're very bad, no good, all stinky, terrible day.
Horrible, terrible, no good, very bad day. And it was really hard to watch too because it's hard when your partner's having a really hard time and then they start choking on grass and throwing up like a cat in the yard.
Yeah, dude, it's like you had 3 cats for a minute there.
Yeah.
Whereas all 3 of us out in the living room
yeah, just that plunger sound.
Yep. Anyway, I've got a people also ask for the show today that we can get to later. I remember you said yesterday you had a bug advice, Moss. Bug. I read the word Moss on my screen as I'm pulling up the
I have a bug advice. And I have a film buffering from Blueberry Finch from Atticus.
That didn't process. A film buffering from Atticus. Ooh, fuck yeah.
I also, if we end up needing to just like stall for time, I have a half-baked idea.
A half-baked idea? Mm-hmm. Okay. Why don't you go ahead and tell me what that is? I'm curious about that.
My half-baked idea?
Yeah. And then also we got voicemails too.
Okay. So my half-baked idea, I was like laying down the other night and trying to go to sleep and trying to shut my brain off. And instead my brain was like, you know how men think they're never going to die? And I was like, yeah. And it was like, you know how like all these rich men, they think they're never going to die. They're obsessed with legacy. They have kids just to carry on their bullshit legacy that doesn't matter. They build statues. I was like, what would be an actually cool legacy? What would be something that you could leave behind that would be interesting? Because I think the idea of a legacy is just like not real. Except it is really, really cool to encounter something that's like surprising and unique and go, wow, this person really left this for people that came after them. And then I came up with this idea, and I don't technically understand how it would work, but
Is this going to be a death cult bug? Is this when we turn into a death cult?
It's not a death cult.
Okay.
My idea is, what would you technically do if you were tasked with building a website that never dies?
A website that never dies?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's so many facets to that question. Because, like, does it matter if a website exists if no one can access it?
I mean, that's a good question. But I think if you encountered running on like one machine, this website that you could only access in this one place, and it just like, I'm imagining it has some kind of perpetual system. Like, you know, obviously everything dies eventually, but like, it will last a long time. It's some kind of weird archive.
So the thing that I'm struggling with this, and perhaps is because I'm too much of a pedant and a nerd, is that a website is just a folder of files that a computer is presenting to you. And HTML is just like a text file that tells you like blocks of what things to be there. And then there's accompanying files to like style it and make it look a certain way. So like, a website as we think of it only exists because of the standards that we all operate on the web. So like the idea of a website that could never die becomes weird for me to try and think of like what that would mean, because what you mean just a web server, just like a computer pushing a web server up? Because like you could turn a website on your computer technically that no one else can access.
I mean, I think about that a lot. The archives that people have that just aren't on the internet. And like the things that exist on their own machines. But I think what might be a little bit more interesting to me is if you imagine a world in which like a lot of our infrastructure is crumbled, what would you imagine lasting and why? Like, I guess up until the last moment, up until the internet's not running, you can't access it anywhere. Like, what could you do to keep something going? I don't know. That was just what I was thinking about. Host
all the files yourself. That's the easy answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just host all the files yourself. Don't link to anything else.
Yeah.
Don't use anyone else's infrastructure. Like if we had a computer and you and I guarded it with our lives and everything that was on the website was also actually on that computer's data, then that's all you need.
Well, that's cool to think about.
Yeah, but the reason that websites and links and stuff die is because it's not how the web works. Everything is like linked to each other. Like, bugandmoss.com uses fonts from Google Fonts, but those aren't stored on the same server that has like the page for Bug and Moss. There's a link in the top of the code that says, go to this URL, grab this font file. Go to this URL, grab this JavaScript. So like every website has tendrils that are reaching out to like other websites, unless you don't build them that way.
I think you've like latched on to what was actually interesting to me about this idea, which is the idea that as everything else crumbles, the things that stay behind are going to weirdly be like the oldest and most niche, and probably not like anybody was intending their website to last forever. But like you said, they were just using stuff they had locally and running it locally, and they set it up and it's their website about all the toast they ate. And it's like, it's there.
I think there are very, very few websites that are actually being hosted from local people's local server type beats because of the way ISPs work. Like you got to pay for static IPs, or you have to get around that. Most of them most of the consumer ones don't want you to host a website off your IP and stuff. So like, yeah, I don't know. I don't mean to keep poo-pooing all the answers.
It doesn't. I think that's really cool to think about. It's cool to just think about this like lone kind of weird thing. I think usually the things that last aren't the things that are built to last. They're the things that have all of the qualities to just accidentally still be there.
And Squared says it'll be like some GitHub repo hosting one package that everything has as a prereq. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Sid the Kingmaker said one of the funniest things I think I've ever seen. Where is that message from her? I think she said having kids, the 2-factor authentication of legacy protection, which is very good. The web will rot and die, but it's like both really a lot simpler and also a lot more interconnected and more complex.
Yeah.
You know, it's not really super isolated pillars. Website's not really a thing. Everything's linked together. Also,
nothing is anything if no one's enjoying it.
Damn right, man. Nothing is anything if no one's enjoying it. And I'm not enjoying anything lately.
Yeah. This sounds like we're going into a weird ad.
Yeah. If you're not enjoying anything lately, try Clytemnestra, the new drug that will brighten your sunshine or whatever.
Is that a Shakespeare character?
No, that's like Clytemnestra. It's like a Greek god.
Oh, yeah,
or something.
Okay.
Sounds like a drug, though.
Yeah, it does sound like a drug.
Matt Bliss says, what about the old-fashioned internet? Fireside stories and societies?
Yeah, that's the internet we used to have.
We used to be a country where we'd speak to each other face-to-face. We'd have conversations instead of going on Twitch and to GitHub and looking at all the code there.
Oh, Clytemnestra, sorry. Is that what you looked at me and that's all that was in my head? Clytemnestra was the wife of Agamemnon and the half-sister of Helen of Troy.
Agamemnon is one of those names that is so onomatopoetic feeling that I want, like, it sounds, Agamemnon is the sound you make when someone asks how you're doing while you're eating a steak and cheese.
Agamemnon.
I love it. What's up, Bug?
Well, I shared my weird half-baked idea, and so now I think we should give them something better to hear.
Oh, how about this?
Is it unhealthy if you put 9 clementines in your beehole?
That's something people ask Google. People always also ask, fuck.
Oops. That one gets me. This is People Also Ask, the game where you plug something into Google, scroll down and see what people also ask, and see if you can answer correctly. And that doesn't necessarily mean correctly. It's a bit more like Family Feud. This one was sent into us from Thai character Quest. People always also ask. Today's search term is carpentry, Bug. Are you ready? How much you know about carpentry?
Jesus.
Oh, yeah, I guess he did do that. You know what? I didn't read the Bible. This is fucked up. This might be problematic. I didn't read the Bible. Everyone says Jesus is a carpenter. What did he make? And surely he didn't make, the thing that he, is famous for, right?
I don't think so.
What did he make? Was he make, desks?
Houses?
Was he a carpenter? N Squared says Joseph was a carpenter. Johnny was a race car driver. I don't know. Matt Bliss says touched wood a lot. His hands just do that. Anyway, today's People Also Ask is carpentry.
Okay.
And actually, fun fact, side character Quest says Jesus Carpenter is Sabrina Carpenter's dad.
A lot of people don't know that.
Hey, Bug, here's the question. Can a carpenter make $100,000 a year?
Yes.
Yeah? You think so?
Definitely.
Yeah?
100%.
When's the last time you saw what do you think a carpenter is working these days?
What?
Where do you think a carpenter works these? Are you thinking of contractors?
Yeah, I think that, what are we describing as a carpenter? Someone with carpentry skills?
Somebody who works with wood.
Do you think contractors don't work with wood?
They don't work with wood in the same way. I feel like a carpenter is someone who loves working with wood, and a contractor is someone who loves charging you money and leaving handprints on the wall.
Well, yeah, that is kind of true. But I do think that, a carpenter could absolutely make $100,000 a year. Yeah.
N Squared says the H in Jesus H. Christ stands for home renovation.
I'd watch that show.
Yeah, HGTV, he is risen. I think a carpenter can make $100,000 a year also. Okay. From Indeed.com, average installer makes $85,000 per year, potential to make up to $100K. So
yeah. That's a stupid question.
Yeah, that was a dumb one. Okay, Buck. Well, here's a bit of a smarter question. Get ready to put on your thinking caps, okay? People also ask, will carpentry be replaced by AI?
No.
No?
No.
You don't think so?
Do I think putting the wood together will be replaced by AI?
Remember, this is people also ask, so who knows what fucking AI summary bullshit is going to be
AI's
here.
like, yes, AI can do anything.
Yeah, Claude would. Matt says 3D printers. N Squared says, well, wait, but what if you give some LLMs a 3D printer? And what if they print wood?
Yeah, I was like, it's still not wood.
I came here to build cabinets and print wood. I think the answer is no. Pretty easily.
Yeah.
I think even the AI overview is going to get it right. Yep, the AI overview says AI will not. The AI overview does like to blow a little bit of smoke up its own tiny little butthole. AI will not replace carpenters, but it will transform the trade, shifting roles toward managing advanced technology rather than be replaced by it. While AI and robotics excel at repetitive tasks, human carpenters are essential for navigating unpredictable environments, critical decision-making, and adapting to on-site irregularities.
Even the fucking AI scared for its jobs. Listen to it. It's like, actually, I could be really useful in the workplace if you just follow me on LinkedIn. I have a lot of ideas and I've got a lot of experience.
Ty Character Quest says, what if instead of a wooden table for our kitchen, we had a 3-inch chunk of ridged plastic? Colin said, you wouldn't download a tree. N Squared says, Google AI suddenly gets really defensive. Like, actually, I could really replace carpenters if I wanted to.
I would love, I want that like teenage era.
Yeah. Well, I feel like we're kind of in it in a way.
Yeah.
What is the 3-4-5 rule in carpentry?
I'm so tired of these numbers and these things.
People love their number
What's the
rules.
1, 2, 3 rule in counting? Like, shut up.
What do you think is the 3-4-5? I think for every 3 pieces of wood you eat, you have to take 4 drinks and then 5 minutes of rest.
For every 3 fingers you have left, you'll lose 4 and can only have a total of 5.
That's insane mathematically. I wonder how. I feel like those conditions become true all at the same time. I think for every 3 nails, you need 4 screws and 5 kisses from your fellow carpenter buddies.
Okay.
Colin says 3, Holy Trinity. 4 you, 5 ever.
That's so true. Well, what is it? The fucking rule of 3 or whatever, like 3 before me. It's like God, Jesus,
3 before me, except after
everybody
C.
else, and then me. I am third. That's the rule. That's that Christian thing. I am third. It's like God before me, everybody else before me, then me.
Interesting.
That's probably it.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, sucks.
Huh. Here's the thing, and Leonard says for every 3 hours of work, you drink 4 beers and get 5 DUIs.
Hell yeah.
Sid the Kingmaker says, replace fingers with wood, but 3 comes first. The 3-4-5 rule is a YouTube video that I'm going to go ahead and just play the snippet. We'll see what it says. It has to do with...
So what is the 3-4-5 rule? This essentially tells us that any measurement of 3 by 4 will have a hypotenuse of 5. Now, we won't
hypotenuse.
get too technical, but this essentially means that the diagonal line of any 3 by 4 measurement has a diagonal of 5, only if the lines are 90 degrees to each other.
Oh, that's actually really cool. So if you have a right triangle, meaning that it has one bottom angle that is a 90-degree right angle, if you have 3 on one side and 4 on the other, 5 will be the hypotenuse, which does bear out, obviously, with like Pythagorean theorem, yeah?
Hypotenuse wood in this hole.
Hypotenuse. Hypotenuse wood.
Hypotenuse. Yeah, you like that Pythagorean shit.
It's not crazy. It's nothing. It's just if you gotta figure, triangles are so important. You need them for everything.
Talk about triggered nometry.
Triangles are important.
That's
man.
from Matt Bliss in the chat.
Have you ever built a wall bug?
You ever built a wall that you like to lean on and it was really hard and you needed that rule?
You could don't do it. You could don't.
You could have it.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the 3-4-5 rule, and that is people also ask. Woo! I forgot to put the audience sounds on my new soundboard.
Are your feelings hurt because math?
No, my feelings have been hurt since yesterday, and I'm just fucking riding it through, Bug.
Yeah.
Coyote Astronaut says, just a little wall is a treat.
Just one wall.
Just one. Oh my goodness gracious.
We're doing our best.
7:39 on the morning telephone show. Thank you for being here with us on this particularly disjointed and chaotic episode. I got to figure out how to fix our fucking placement on the screen. I'm sorry to podcast listeners for all the visual chat, but it's funny because like it feel like no matter where I put us, we're always overlapping awkwardly or we're like weird sizes.
It's because I keep getting bigger.
I don't know. I don't think it is because
I'm getting bigger.
You like getting a little bigger every day?
Yeah, I'm getting bigger. I'm going to be really big.
You're growing up?
Yeah, I'm growing up.
You know, that's true. Your camera is shrunk down a lot more than mine.
I'm getting bigger.
Yeah, Bug is getting bigger.
Watch out.
Every day she's a little taller. What is that from?
My husband is a little bit smaller.
That's not true. I'm not shrinking yet.
Oh, we ain't got a pile of money. Maybe we're da-na-na funny. Is that the tune you were thinking?
Maybe.
Maybe we're ragged and funny, but we're dancing along, singing our song.
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know. Richie Rich's parents sing it in the Richie Rich movie.
What the fuck is Richie Rich?
Richie Rich is this great series about this little it's propaganda, I think. This little billionaire boy played by Macaulay Culkin. He's nice, though. He just has a lot of money. His name's Richie Rich.
Interesting. I don't think I know who that is at all. And N Squared has just pointed out the song I was actually thinking of, which is really funny to realize because the tune of it just slammed back into my head. I was thinking of Wish I Was a Little Bit Taller, Wish I Was a Baller.
Oh.
What is the next? Wish I Was a Little Bit Taller, Wish I Was a Baller. What the fuck is the next bit? That song rips.
Also, Sudsley is like, isn't that the Let's All Go to the
Let's
Lobby
all
theme?
go to the lobby. Yeah.
Let's all go to the lobby.
Yeah, I wish I had a girl who looked good. I would call her. It's Skilo. I wish. I'm going to listen to that after the show. I'm very excited for that. All right, it is 7:41 now. How's everyone doing? How are you doing? Are y'all having a good week? Y'all having a good day? I hope so.
I hope so.
I really hope so. Hey, Bug.
Yeah.
That's the sound of text messages. That's the sound when you type with your thumbs. Looking at the text messages that came in at 848 Moss Bug. Colin on Tuesday texted us, made you look.
That's true.
With a cool guy smiley emoji. That's right, Colin. You did make me look. From an unknown number in the 248, we got this message. Did it work? Hello? Bug and Moss. It's Sid, the Kingmaker. That part I added. I'm painting while watching, and it made me think. Have y'all ever worked on a personal project that could not seem to end? Like you looked at it again, and it seemed like you had even more to do. Yes. So I think for context, it is important to mention what Sid is painting.
Yeah.
The most bonkers paint by number that I have ever seen in my life. Sid is doing a paint by numbers that has like sub-pixel sized fucking numbered things of her dogs.
Get in our Discord and see that thing.
It's really cool, and I am blown away at how much you have done. You did a really good job so far. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I didn't feel very good.
Yeah, it was a big burp.
I'll be right back. I need some water. I'm so sorry.
There's some right next to you.
Sid says, would you believe me if I said I'm painting it again today and I still feel the same?
Yeah, I would.
Oh my gosh. So, yeah, Bug, you crochet. I think you know this feeling very much.
Yeah, and more, your water is right here.
1 second.
And even more so, I knit. And are you getting my shawl? I just finished something that I started knitting, like when I started knitting, like 2 years ago. I was knitting this thing for so long and I frogged it so many times that by the end of it, I had learned how to crochet and I crocheted a border onto it. It's in my bin in our clothes. I know this is a very engaging show. We're going through a lot. I keep saying that, but yes, I've had a project that seemed to last forever. Knitting feels like that a lot. I call it like human 3D printing, except human is slower and it's slow going to learn, but it is very satisfying when you finish it. Sometimes you can't get into the sunk cost fallacy with knitting though, because sometimes you just gotta fucking frog it, dude. It's over. You're not doing it anymore. I just get bored of doing it and I don't care about the finished project. And I'm like, well, that was experience. I was learning. Mason is trying to get a pig that came in here.
Chester, come on.
Yeah, it's a bit of a pig chase all of a sudden.
Get out. Oh my goodness. I
Okay.
checked everywhere.
I'll go get it.
I checked every bin. There's nothing in there. Bug's knitting project is amazing. Well, this is a fucking weird show, y'all. This is this is a messy one. And for me, I've learned to crochet recently. I know I've talked about Lil Mas X on the show. He's hanging out here. He didn't take forever, though. I feel like every time I go into... I've got a video essay that I've been working on for the better part of 2 fucking years. And that feels like every time I open the project, there's just more to do. And like I've done nothing. But it's because the script is like 8,000 words long. And I don't know if it's not as cool as like this kind of shawl type beat. Because that's a lot of staring at a computer screen.
Writing is also cool.
Writing is neat.
Yeah.
Writing's very neat.
Is that what you're talking about?
No, I was talking about the video essay about pixels that I've been making for like fucking 2 years.
You're talking about the script. That's writing.
But I'm talking about the editing too.
Yeah.
And all of that.
It all takes forever.
Yeah. Wow, Chasing Chester made me run out of breath like instantly, dude.
Chasing Chester is the next great 90s hit.
It's like that movie where they have the mailbox and they pass notes back and forth.
The Lake House?
Yeah.
What a weird pull for you.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen that?
Oh, you want to do a reverse film buffering where I tell you everything I know about the Lake House?
I would fucking love for you to tell me everything you know about the Lake House.
This will be a double film buffering episode. All right.
Yeah.
Has Moss ever seen any movie? I don't think so. It's time for film buffering.
All right, so get ready for a reverse film buffering. Instead of bug quizzing me using clues to see if I can guess a movie, we've stumbled into a movie that I think I can tell you everything about, and we'll see what I can get right.
I can't wait.
We're talking about The Lake House, which is a romantic comedy set in a house in the Pacific Northwest.
I'm not sure about that part.
Where
I'll find out.
There is... At one time, in like the olden days, or not the olden days, but like the 60s, there's this guy. And then in the 2000s, there's this girl. And it's the same house, but they pass letters to each other through the mailbox.
Why don't you just keep going? I'm not going to confirm anything. Who are the actors in this?
I'm pretty sure the leading lady is Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Fascinating. Who do you think the other leading actor is?
It's not Channing Tatum, but it's someone who would smell like Channing Tatum is kind of the vibe I'm getting.
No way.
Somewhere around that. Or not like a Channing Tatum, but like I'm picturing Tom Cruise, but I'm saying Channing Tatum.
And how long do you think the gap is between the people living there?
60 years.
Okay.
I think it's like a 60-year gap.
I'm going to give you a point for everything you get right.
Okay. Pacific Northwest. Or no, it's Maine. It's in Maine. It's 100% in Maine.
Okay.
It's not Channing Tatum. I know his name. It's the guy from The Notebook. Who's in The Notebook?
I don't know what you think I'm supposed to give you.
Well, you're supposed to help me a little bit.
Am
I think. Maybe like a little.
It's not the guy from The Notebook.
It's not the guy from The Notebook.
No, it's from another movie you couldn't fucking guess, though.
Another movie I couldn't guess? Wonka? From the other day?
No.
Okay. The Lake House is a film about a guy and a girl, and they live in the same house by a lake in the woods on a dirt road, and they pass messages through each other. And I think one of them has cancer, and I think dies. How close am I? How am I doing so far?
It's weird because you're like, if you were putting on like glasses, but the glass is all fucked up and everything looks kind of foggy. That's how I think you watched this movie.
I didn't watch this movie.
Okay.
Tucker watched this movie and told me about it.
Okay. That makes a lot more sense.
I know that there's like a plot twist midway through and they get to meet. Is there time travel?
Well, so that there's some kind of time travel, right? Because they're sending letters.
Yeah, but it's not like he doesn't like, put his, in the mailbox or anything. I
can tell you right now that neither of the characters time travels.
Okay. Who, and the leading, was I right about any of the actors?
No.
Not Julia Louis-Dreyfus then, it's the girl from The Notebook.
No.
Oh, the girl from the airplane movie that's like The Notebook.
You will never guess.
Okay, go ahead.
The leading lady in this.
Go ahead and give it to me.
You want me to just tell you?
Yeah, I give up.
It's Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock. That's what I meant. What did I say? Julia Louis-Dreyfus? I don't know who that is.
That's what you meant?
Yeah.
You know who Julia Louis-Dreyfus is. We were talking about her the other day.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus. I don't even know how to spell that. She's in a lot of Seth Rogen movies.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What is the point? I thought we were talking about the Lake House. She's not in it.
No. Who is? What was
Sandra
it?
Bullock.
Yeah. Who is kind of like Sarah Michelle Gellar, right?
I guess.
Like same era?
Kind of? No?
Oh. She is the world's highest paid actress of 2010, according
That
to
makes sense.
Wikipedia. So is Sandra Bullock and Matt Damon then?
No.
Or not Matt Damon. Is it a guy that looks like Tom Cruise?
No,
mixed
it
with-
is an actor that you would actually know.
that I would actually know?
Yeah.
David Tennant's not in it.
No, he isn't.
Also, Bob the Builder's not in it.
No, Bob the Builder's not in it.
God, Lord.
We both didn't guess the movie that he stars
Oh,
in.
is it Rob Lowe?
No.
Shit. I feel like young Rob Lowe pops up and stuff. and I'm
Okay,
like,
but you're not listening to any of my clues.
yes, I am.
Rob Lowe wasn't an actor in a movie that we didn't guess.
I didn't know that. That's like a million negatives deep. Rob Lowe's not an actor, not in a movie we didn't get.
What movie did we both famously not guess on this show?
Famously not guess? I don't know.
We both got it wrong, so somebody else would have had to do the film buffering.
Keanu Reeves?
Yes, it is Keanu Reeves.
Is in the late. No wonder Tucker watched it.
Yeah.
Obviously, Tucker watched this. I'm going to have to message them. Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock pass notes through a time-traveling mailbox in a lake house in the Pacific Northeast.
You are going to be so disappointed.
Go ahead and give it. Dish it.
So another thing, how long do you think the gap is between them?
60 years?
It is 2 years.
This is what the fucking time travel movie about 2 years? Send an email. Just make a plan.
I like how you're just deciding it's a time travel movie.
Well, you said there's time travel.
The mailbox.
Yeah, isn't it the whole conceit of the movie?
The whole conceit of the movie is that their letters are reaching each other even though they live in the house at different times.
2 years apart. God.
Yes, but they don't actually time travel, so they would need to exist in the same time, you sicko.
You know what but they're probably both alive unless one of them is 2 years old. You know what my second letter would be? Hey, fuck this. Meet me at the coffee shop on this date in whoever's the furthest ahead in time, and then I'll fucking wait 2 years and meet you at the goddamn coffee shop.
So-
no movie needed.
That is part of the plot.
Oh, thank God. I'm so glad. If it wasn't, I'd be so disappointed.
But, so you guessed that there was cancer?
Yes. I also have zero intentions of watching this movie.
Yeah. There was not.
No, that's just The Notebook.
What?
Or A Walk to Remember. Those are
Yes.
the same movie.
No.
They might as well be.
They're really not.
They're really just both like sad.
They're not. So they're different kind. So here, no.
Oh, I haven't seen
The
either of
Notebook
those.
is a movie where two people live their whole full lives together after a woman gets bullied into a relationship with a man threatening to kill himself, and that's supposed to be romantic. That's The Notebook. They die together
That's The Notebook?
in old age. Well, people say it's a great love story, but really what happens is that a character's like, I'm going to kill myself if you don't go on a date with me, and then their date is laying in the street. We talked about this on Edging recently.
That's messed up.
That's not supposed to be what you focus on, but that does happen.
Well,
Anyway, but they live into old age. The movie is about a guy telling his love story to his wife who has dementia.
oh,
Yeah, so that's the part
that's really sad.
Yeah, but A Walk to Remember is about a 16-year-old girl dying of cancer, and it is a love story, but like it's not the same as The Notebook.
I thought it was like Twilight.
What?
Yeah, I thought it was like on the same caliber of like kind of problematic love story type thing, but also cancer.
Oh,
was
it's
involved.
problematic because she's Christian.
Oh. Well,
A Walk to Remember is fine. I like that movie.
oops.
Mandy Moore fucks.
Oops and uh-oh and my bad.
Well, no, you're not like offending anyone. It's just wrong. It's really funny.
N squared says real. Christians aren't allowed to love.
So true.
Crazy.
So it is kind of a conversion movie. It's about her like converting this bad boy because he loves her so much, and then he's like, she's dying. But so then in the lake house, you said there's a cancer subplot.
Yeah.
No,
No?
No.
Is there some kind of sad subplot?
Yeah, I think The Lake House, everyone correctly in chat was pointing out that it's a remake of a Korean movie, but I would argue that they're all kind of a remake of A Day to Remember. Is it A Day to Remember?
That's
and A Fair to
band.
Remember. And A Fair to Remember. They took their name from the movie. And A Fair to Remember is like an old movie where these two people meet on a boat and they like have this really cool time, but they're both engaged to other people. And then they arrange a day to meet, but on the way, the woman is hit by a car. And she never like tells him what happened because she's not able to walk anymore. And then like he finds out and he's like, why didn't you meet me? And he's like, you can't walk. And it's like really dramatic and they fall in love anyway. And I would argue that all of these films are actually sort of remakes of that. This movie is like, somehow Sandra Bullock realizes that if Keanu Reeves meets her when she asked him to, he'll die, I think, by getting hit by a car.
That's a very convenient plot device.
And so I think they have to wait, and then they get together, and it's fine.
I think because 2 years is really funny to me. Like, oh, my love, shame we must be separated by such a gap in time of 700 and something days.
Hey.
What?
How long were we together before you moved to Kentucky?
Not that long.
Yeah.
But fucking, if it was 2 years, I think I'd get over it. Especially if I had a time-traveling fucking mailbox. Oh,
yeah.
Think of all the things you could do with a time-traveling mailbox.
That's the real thing is like some people Lake House, other people create an entire Doctor Who subplot. You could do a lot with a time-traveling mailbox. They didn't even try to get in it.
N Squared is so on the same wavelength as me right now. It's crazy. Stock fraud, lottery tickets, sports betting odds.
Christians aren't allowed to love.
Yeah. Yeah. Colin says, could you stick anything? Because, yeah, but then your pee-pee is going to be 2 years older than you. That's going to make you feel weird.
That's crazy.
Wouldn't it? Or would
I think it would make me feel pretty weird.
If any part of my body was significantly older than any other part of my body, I would feel weird. Except for my hands. Those could get really old, and I think I'd be really normal about it.
I need to read you guys, because you're right, 2 years is stupid. I saw The Lake House, and then I was sure it was a time traveler movie, too. I was like, they've got to be like 6 years apart. And I was like, they're 2 years apart? Listen to this last line. At the lake house, Kate is distraught, fearing she failed to save Alex, so she collapses to her knees at the mailbox. The mailbox's red flag falls, and a truck pulls up. Kate brightens when she sees it is Alex, alive and well. They share a passionate kiss and walk into the lake house together. It has been 2 years for Kate, but 4 years for Alex.
Oh, poor Alex. That's a whole president. Oh, no. How could he possibly wait 4 years? Sid, the Kingmaker, says Lake House and Back to the Future 2 are essentially the same movie.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of the Back to the Future movies. We could do a reverse film buffering about those because like Doc Martin or whatever and the speedy car, the DeLorean. I could tell you all of. I know about that movie.
Enough film buffering from you.
Enough.
So another just call out to N Squared in the chat. And A Fair to Remember is also a remake, which I didn't know. So all art is derivative.
Yeah, all art is derivative. Colin texted us mid-show just now, a few minutes ago, and said, you won't see this in time, but I'm listening to Moss explain The Lake House, and I need you to know this is killing me. I don't even like this movie, but it's like talking to my dad about movies again. Colin says you're going to give me an aneurysm.
It's like my mom telling me she's seen a movie that I listened to her snore through. And I'm like, okay.
Ty Character Quest, to wrap this up, we'll end on this comment. Ty Character Quest says, Back to the Future 2, Marty rides in a stainless steel mailbox.
That's right.
Oh, boy. Okay, well, that's a reverse film buffering, a film fuffering.
A film fuffering. Oh, do you guys want to see my shawl?
Oh, yeah, Bug's shawl that Bug made, the project. It is, it's probably just going to vanish right away because we have all of that crazy stuff going on.
There we go.
There we go.
I guess I could like...
It's really pretty. It's also really heavy and really like high quality, and the color purple on it is beautiful.
The reason it took so long is because this yarn's fucking weird.
It's super weird. It's like bumpy and chunky. I helped her untangle a bunch of it.
It's like two strands of thread mixed together, and one of them's full of bumps. And I was like, I think it'll be really cool for a fun first project.
It came out awesome. It worked great.
Yeah, like probably 2 years later, I'm going to mail to my mom soon.
You've been working on this thing for so fucking long, dude. And one of those threads has like all those little like bumpy things in it. So like it's not a consistent diameter.
Weaving in the ends was like pulling my own fucking veins out to knit this together. It sucked so bad. It kept fucking breaking.
And like getting stuck on itself.
But it's cool, I guess. She'll like it. She deserves it.
Yeah, your mom is going to love it. Oh, is that a spoiler? Do we have to bleep that for the podcast? Does your mom listen?
I don't think she...
Tracy, Tracy, this message, only you can hear this. I didn't say anything.
I think my mom is very supportive, but she is a Luddite. Like, she doesn't... I made her an email address. She got a smartphone like 4 years ago. She does not know how the internet works. She would like, and I am with her on this, she would like to just have a flip phone. It is not, and my mom is not old enough for this. My mom is just like, her mom, my grandma, is like, had a computer, had an email address, does the internet, ran a business, and my mom is just not about it.
That makes sense.
She's a deadhead. She's just like, internet, I'm just one of those hippies, you know?
I envy that a little bit.
Yeah, it's a cool vibe.
Yeah. Let's check in on some voicemails. We have a story that we've been teasing for a few days that we got to make sure we get to this week about the detention protest that Leonard mentioned. The story about our friend Andy Jackson from high school. So this is a voicemail from Leonard. What did I name Leonard in this Google Voice thing? Leonard the Mountain Spirit? Leonard
Mountain
the
King?
From Leonard the Mountain King. Here we go.
Hi. All right, it's Leonard. So Mason's story about Andy Jackson stirred a memory in my mind, which I guess I will just say is my useless ability, is extensive memory of inane stories that don't matter really at all.
That's the best.
But that amuse me greatly. And so this is one about Andy Jackson. Mason and I went to high school with him. And I was talking with him one day. He was telling me that he got detention. Andy's not like a notorious rabble-rouser. So I was like, what the hell did you get detention for? And so the story, the way he told me, is that he got detention for saying the word sucks. It was in like an English class or something. He's like,
Sucks?
yeah, I got detention for saying sucks. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, the teacher said you can't say sucks. And I said, you can't say sucks? Well, that sucks. And he got detention. And I thought that was fucking hilarious. And I decided to do as I would often do back then. And blow the fucking thing way out of proportion. So me, and after some convincing, a group of my friends would walk through the hallways screaming, "Free Andy Jackson." We'd make little signs and hold them up and walk around and just repeat it over and over again. And, you know, then I would take things to the extreme and declare that the teacher was guilty of all sorts of authoritarianism and other things that, you know, they shouldn't be doing. And be going on and on like that, and we got as far as the day of the detention, which somehow, shockingly, we were not able to get overturned. My friend Miguel actually did a sit-in and sat in with him through the entire detention, which at one point we walked by and tossed a sign underneath that said, "Free Andy Jackson."
Love Miguel.
Anyway, that's really all the story is. It just made me laugh. The coda to it is years later, I saw someone post a picture of Andy Jackson as like their whatever profile picture on Facebook, and I saw someone else that we went to school with. I'm not going to give names because it doesn't really matter, but he commented, "Free Andy Jackson." And then underneath that, he said, "I don't know what that means. I just keep hearing it around school." So that was the first time in my life I ever felt like I made a difference. Anyway, free Andy Jackson.
That is so freaking
What a good
cool,
story.
dude.
Free Andy Jackson. I'm a huge fan. I also remember Miguel. I haven't talked to Miguel in a long time. I hope he's doing good. That's awesome that Miguel did this sit-in. That's so great.
We need Free Andy Jackson This Sucks t-shirts. I don't know where the merch thread in our own Discord is. I can never find it. It is there sometimes and gone other times, like the room of requirement.
You got to just click on submissions and then look at all.
Oh my God.
So it's the problem is that Discord shows you the previews of threads and it's like, oh, that's all there is. You just got to click the submissions thing and then you can see there's loads of stuff in there. Yeah, there's a channel just called submissions. It's in the morning telephone show. You have the category collapsed.
Oh, I'll find it. Don't worry. I'll get there. Don't worry about me.
Oh yeah, I'll help you out later, but that's so fucking great, Leonard. I love that. I'm trying to remember if I remember that. I wonder what year that was. If you're hanging out in the chat, Leonard, and you're not driving actively, what year did you do this? Because that's so fucking funny.
1934. It's always earlier than you think.
I can't say sucks. Well, that sucks. What an iconic
That's
line.
so fucking funny. I don't know this person at all, and I also didn't watch this show, but they feel like a Phineas and Ferb character.
That makes sense. That's so funny. Thank you for sharing that story, Leonard. That's great.
That's my favorite kind of shit. Like, that's so good.
Yeah, that's my favorite kind of shit too. Love a protest for something very small like that.
I have a quiz.
Oh, Bug has a quiz, like a very small internet quiz?
Yes.
How about a very small internet quiz?
But this quiz comes to us from Michael Colby.
Oh, it's from Michael Colby?
It is.
So I'm going to have to go ahead and turn down this music as soon as it's ready to play.
It's ready.
Hey, Mason and Brooke, man. It's Michael Colby. They told me that since you two did so poorly on the last quiz, that they were going to let me alone for a while. So after I escaped from the Matrix room, don't ask me how I did that. I got home, and now I'm in the bathtub with a white Russian and a roach, and I'm just like relaxing, man. I think me and the boys are going to go bowling later, but that's about it. So I guess...
There's our answer, Colby.
What?
There's our answer.
Answer to what, man?
I had this at White Russian.
I don't even know who you guys are, man.
Fine. You don't want to give us the answer?
Hey, that's my rug, man.
You better give us the answer.
What the fuck?
Oh, man. That rug really tied the room together.
I love Michael Colby's multi-sensory approach to this now 3 film buffering episode.
Oh, Michael Colby, just the most props.
That was awesome.
A million props.
That genuinely jump scared me.
That scared the shit out of me. There's adrenaline in my system.
Mason, do you have any idea?
Is this the movie where Will Smith kills himself with a jellyfish?
No.
Oh, because that's the one I was thinking.
That is in a bathtub.
Yeah,
I know what this is.
That's the only movie I know that takes place in a bathtub besides maybe one fan theory about Finding Nemo.
I don't think Mason has ever seen this.
Michael Colby, Foley rug pisser, says Matt Bliss. I don't think I have seen this, but let me guess. Don't steal my joy.
I just want everyone to know that this is not, I knew this at the very beginning.
You know this at the very beginning?
At White Russian.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and mouth it really quick? I'll close my eyes, and that way we'll have video proof. So let me know when you're done mouthing the name of the film, and make sure I can hear like little lip sounds in my headphones. Done. Okay. I think that this is perhaps a Bruce Willis flick.
Fascinating.
Am I wrong?
Yes.
Okay. I think this is actually, sorry, did I say Bruce Willis? I meant David Tennant.
You will never guess the actor because we've talked about him before recently, and I've tried to explain him to you as like this like weird old California hippie type that I just like know the vibe of. But if he wasn't a hippie type, he could be an Alex Jones type.
Steven Seagal?
No, Steven Seagal is an Alex Jones type.
Okay. I don't really know who that is. Is the impression that he's doing Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No.
Is not Arnold?
No.
No, I guess Arnold's not. Huh.
I'm going to tell you a bunch of things that won't help you.
Okay, please.
The directors of this movie also did some other movies you haven't seen but should, like Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Or Inside Llewyn Davis.
I have absolute. Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Isn't that where like a guy dies in the war? Or is that a sports movie?
Are you thinking of Saving Private Ryan?
No, I was thinking of My Brother Sam is Dead, which is a book.
Okay.
That's a good book.
Oh Brother, Where Art Thou is the one that Bridget and I really want you to see.
Okay.
That Bridget's grandma used to. Is it Bridget's grandma that used to watch it all the time on loop? Anyway, it's a great movie. These are a couple of my favorite directors.
Oh, wait, is it like are they known as like the Stanislavskis or whatever, but not Stanislavski?
Kind of.
Is it like the Stanovskis? It's an S name.
No.
No, it's a name like that, though. It has that energy.
If you go through the alphabet, you'll get there quick.
The Tanikovskis.
Interesting. I start from the beginning of the alphabet.
The Aarons.
Nope.
The Barons.
Nope.
The Karens with a C.
Well, C is the right letter.
The Tchaikovskis. The Tchaikovskis. The Kaukowskis.
It is a Coen Brothers film.
Oh, like Sacha Baron Cohen. No?
I don't think that you will guess this.
Wait, Sacha Baron Cohen is not one of the Coen brothers?
No.
What do you fucking mean? Isn't that aren't all of those fucking movies like...
Is this a thing you thought?
Yeah, what are you talking
When
about?
I've said I love Coen brother movies and I think you would like them too.
Yeah, obviously, Bug. You like fucking Adam Sandler and all that shit.
I mean, I like Sacha Baron Cohen, but that's not what these are. These are more like your philosophy shit you like.
What?
They're like, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou is a retelling of the Odyssey.
Okay, that's cool. That's great. I don't know who the fucking Coen brothers are at all.
This movie is The Big Lebowski.
Oh, what? The Big Lebowski involves piss waterboarding?
The Big Lebowski is a really weird movie that I haven't seen in years. We should watch it.
This episode is making everyone mad at me. I think we're going to lose most of our friends.
No, they're going to hate watch. Hate sells.
Coen brothers have jointly written and produced 18 films and edited 15 of them, and nothing to do with Sasha.
No, they don't talk to him.
Well, shit.
So, should we just do the next one, or are you film buffed out?
I guess this is just a big film buffering day. Although we'll have to pre-record a show for tomorrow since we're going to a wedding.
Should we save the one that Atticus sent for our pre-record?
Yeah, should we do that one tomorrow? So that way we have a film buffering for tomorrow? Okay.
We'll do that for our pre-record.
Let's do that, because we also got some voicemails.
Yeah, don't worry, we got other stuff.
Yeah, and that way we'll have a film buffering for tomorrow so we don't do 3 in 1.
Yeah.
This is a voicemail that comes to us from a caller in the 859. I suspect this is Habe.
Hi, Bug and Mosh. It's Hayes. I am calling in to tell you all about, well, Bug, you would be more familiar with this since you lived with me for a while, but I had an encounter with what I unlovingly call Rufus, which is the snake that lives by my house, in that I was sitting in my bed trying to play video games before I had to go to work and drinking my coffee, and the bush next to the window starts shaking, and this little brown evil head pops out and stares at me to the point that I screamed and had to go get my roommate to help me get rid of him. I don't kill him or anything like that. I'm not that mean, but
I have to pause this real quick because the way Habe says I don't kill him or anything just sounds like cartoon logic. Like she has it, like she's implying a world in which this snake pops up, and every time she's like and kills it, like in Tom and Jerry.
They're trapped in a loop together.
Just keeps coming back. Yeah, there's a 2-year mailbox in the back. The snake keeps coming out of. Sorry,
I just want him to go away. So, anyways, I've had many encounters with Rufus over the years, including one time when I had the window open, but there was a screen in the window, and Rufus climbed up my hydrangea bush and tried to press his little head through the screen into my room, and my cat Toby bopped him on the head and protected me. But anyways, my question for you primarily is, if you had to name a creature that you did not like because you were scared of them or just don't like them in general, what name would you choose? Because when I first encountered Rufus, my mom made me name him, and Rufus is what I chose. So, what would you name creatures or things you're scared of to make them a little less scary, I guess? Yeah, that's my question. Love you guys. Bye.
Oh,
thanks
man.
for the call, Habe. We love you too.
Habe is like the most reluctant snake charmer. Snakes don't do this.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know what's up. They know you're afraid of them.
I've never seen a snake try to push its way in through a window. They're usually trying to get out and away.
Yeah,
not
dude.
into a bright room. Something's wrong with Rufus. He's a little crazy.
We got to get him out of there. And by we, I mean Mason.
I think it's I'm not afraid of snakes at all. I love them. I'll come take care of Rufus.
Maybe you need to put another sign up.
Oh, another. Yeah, we put a no snakes allowed sign at Habe's house once.
It worked for a while.
Kept him out of the garage. The thing that I think is extremely funny is Habe's mom just like popping over, presumably like to bring some plants or something for the garden, and Habe talking about the snake, and Habe's mom being like, "You got to give him a name. You got to name him."
I'm sure that Tonya was like, "Well, this will make you less afraid of him," which I don't know if that's true, but it does give you a thing to say that isn't snake, which I think is good.
It's kind of like the therapy thing of like name your feelings, like name your like bad voice in your head. Like I get it. I don't know what I would reach for. In chat, we see that N Squared says Poopy McPoopface.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very, very on brand. Coyote Ashna says, we had a big wolf spider here in my part of the house we called Josh.
So good.
Josh and I were cool as long as we give each other space.
Josh is strong. I do think naming a creature is a good idea. The name I immediately reach for is Hayden.
Interesting. I reach for Boofer.
Boofer?
Yeah, Boofer or Scumzo or like those
But
kind
that's
of...
what we call the cats.
Yeah, but that's what I would also call... I feel like I hold the cats in the same kind of antagonistic space that I would hold a household pest.
I feel like I like the idea of calling them things that are just like real regular names. Like I would never call the cats like Amy, but I would maybe call like a spider in the house like Katie or something.
Hans.
Bogan. Dargon. Bermuda's good.
Tarantalo.
Are there any names that you find particularly non-threatening?
Yeah. Susan.
Susan's good.
I've never met a scary Susan.
Yeah, I've met like a Susan who felt strong, but not in a scary way.
Never been scared of a Susan. Not yet. Atticus says, not a creature enemy, but my high school best friend had a pet snake named Steve.
I like Steve.
Love Steve.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the people names thing. Like, I really just want to go for like bouncy sounds and consonants. Like Blippo.
Pongo.
Bickpock.
Dinkdork.
Stoop.
Stoop is good.
Stoop the snake. Coyote Ashna says Hans Yolo feels like a great name without an immediate application.
That one's free.
French Alexander says, I usually call the spiders in the house, oh God, Emily, please come help.
Yeah, that's real.
I love spiders too. I'm not scared of snakes or spiders. Spiders I like. Snakes I'm like ambivalent about. Cannot do hornets or bees or stinging insects.
So I have a question for everybody. This leads me to a different question because I was just thinking about, Moss, you and I sort of have different fears so we can help each other.
Yeah, we're afraid of different things.
Yeah, so like I would prefer it if you dealt with the spiders, but I don't have a problem with stinging insects at all. But I think that my ability to deal with an insect has a lot to do with whether or not other people in the space can take care of it. Because if someone else needs me to take care of it, I probably can.
Interesting.
If that makes sense. I don't know if anybody else feels that way. Like my phobia of bugs can be like directly countered or like anything by if someone else is more afraid than me, then I'm like, that person's more afraid than me. I gotta buck up and deal with this.
You feel like you can like pick up the slack to the task.
Like Colin said, it's like phone.
Yeah.
Like if I'm by myself, I'm like, fuck. But if someone else is there, I'm like, I'll protect you.
That makes sense. That makes total sense. I think I'm similar with wasps because I used to have to deal with so many of them when we would go out to like tower sites.
Yeah.
And those fucking shacks at the bottom of antennas are fucking filled with them. We had one where the floor was crunchy because it was just completely dead wasps. And it was like an inch of them. And we kept trying to get people out there to clean, but because the road to get there was literally hell, it was impossible. And like you would vacuum them all up and then the next day there'd be a fresh carpet of wasps. So I could overcome it for brief moments then. And one time when I was repairing a neon sign and there was wasp nests and high voltage, so I had to go buy high voltage wasp spray, which was very fun. You can pick it up at Home Depot or Lowe's. Check out next time you're over there. You can find wasp sprays that are very dielectric so that because if I were to just spray wasp spray into the box that had the transformer for these neon tubes, which need to operate at a very high voltage, the electricity would just arc down the shot and into my hand. It's happened to people.
How does it work, the high voltage wasp spray?
It's just really not conductive. So, like, first of all, water's not really conductive unless you have dissolved solids in it that, like electrolytes. Like, that's the whole thing, right, is that it can conduct electricity.
Yeah.
So it's just the spray is made so that it is very electrically resistive.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, because you don't want to get you don't want to get shocked to shit and then stabbed to shit by wasps.
Being the person who had to figure that out really sucks.
Yeah, dude.
Like I really hate that for that person.
It's also really good to I'm very thankful that I thought of that before I just grabbed wasp spray because I'm pretty sure I was alone on this gig.
Yeah, no one told you. You would have had to learn the hard way.
Yeah, I think Ira was working on something else, and I was like, I'll go check on the wiring down there and see what's up. And there was a wasp's nest, and yeah, it was a whole thing. The thing about it is the spray isn't high voltage. It's compatible with high voltage. And then Emily says, when Alex and I got married, we put in our wedding vows that I would be the one to take care of spiders. So whenever there's a spider, Alex comes and asks, can you please come and do your marital duty?
That's beautiful.
I love that. Oh, speaking of marital duty, I'm going to take a dump in her shared bathroom.
Not if I get there first.
I'm so sorry.
We didn't discuss this in our vows.
We didn't discuss this in our vows at all. Instead, we chose to do Bloodsport As Needed. Bloodsport As Needed was in our vows.
I love you, Moss.
It is 8:19. Thank you for joining us in the Bug and Moss Morning Telephone Show. I love you, Bug.
This is Bug and Moss.
Show your episode title ideas in the chat.
Do you need to go bathroom first?
No, you can go, Bug.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's totally fine. Yeah, you can go. You can go first. Oh, shit. We're still live. Bye.